De mare.
Maskofi, Maskagro, good morning, blessed rising, bonjour. Welcome, welcome, family. Welcome back to Africa Week 2020. This is our September reunion under the banner of We Are Africa Rising. Wherever you're tuning in from the world, put it down in the comments. Let's know where you're coming from. Let's know where you're joining us from, because we are everywhere. And this platform is for us to come together. This will be an open discussion. So if you'd like to join, I'll put the links down and you can tune in and add your voice. Every morning we're going to start our day, this entire week, we're going to start our day on a positive note, highlighting and featuring what is right with Africa. So if you have something to say, if you have something to add, join us and let us know what you think is right with Africa. I'm seeing people start popping in as you come through. Write in the comment wherever you're logging in, whether you're on our Africa Week 2020 page or on the other partners pages or so on. Just say hello in your language or peace in your language and tell us where you're tuning in from. And if you'd like to join this discussion, just let me know. I'm actually going to drop the link right now. This is going to be a 1-hour discussion. We're hoping people from the continent and the diaspora family are able to tune in. This platform will take up to 10 people at any one given time. So platform is open. Do join us. Right now, personally, what I feel is right with Africa is that Africans are coming together. Aya Mahmoud, who is biased and is my sister, is saying, you're what's wrong, you're what's right with Africa. Tuning in from Baltimore. Thank you, Aya. Maggie Fibo says, Kisimi, please let us know what language you are writing in as well. We are here to learn, to teach. So if you're teaching us something, let us know in whatever language you're speaking in, so we're able to teach our family as well. And remember to tell us where you're coming in from, Maggie. And we have, and if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, please don't take offense, correct me. And the way you can correct me is click on that link that's just been posted and join. Salam, Harun, long time to hear your voice. Thank you to be with you. Thank you, Salam. AB, the coach, good morning from Fairfax. This is the coach. He's going to be giving a excellent free workshop. Thank you for your time and your energy. Thank you. Tune in. He's going to be giving a workshop on building momentum, capturing the moment and building momentum, which is a great way to set the tone for this week. Because you know what? so much happens in this week. And if you haven't seen our schedule yet, please go to that page and check that schedule and see what we have in store. If you feel like anything is missing, let us know. Let's see how we can add it. Let's work together and see how we can add it. Ooh, Spanish. No, your family, you're testing me. You're testing me. Okay. Puerto Riquina, I think. Buenos dias desde Utah. We have someone tuning in from Utah. Welcome, family. I'm going to drop the link again. If you'd like to join me here live on this platform, come through. Let's talk about what is right with Africa. And by Africa, I don't just mean the continent. I mean her extension. I mean her children around the diaspora. I mean every single person of African ancestry. What do you think is right with us? What do you think is right with our people? Because this right here, the theme, the central pillars of our reunion this September is to research, rediscover, and reclaim. We are reclaiming our narrative. We are reclaiming what we have been conditioned to believe about our people, about our history. We are here to say, we've been here. We continue to be here. And despite every single attempt to keep us where we are, we continue to rise. We have Lou Dipa, blessings your way from Puerto Rico, where we speak Spanish mainly. Blessings, blessings. Thank you for joining. Please click on the link, hop in, join me, because I'm going to need someone to help read the Spanish comments and translate them, because as much as I would like to say I studied Spanish, none of it is entirely sticking, at least not enough to eloquently translate the connections here. We have Mekisi saying, good morning from Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, good morning. Please join through. As I was saying, personally for me, what is right with Africa, and I'll reference my sister here. I know she said me. What she meant is we. We are what's right with Africa, because we are Africa rising. This right here, the people tuning in, commenting, waking up, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, 7. I'm here and I'm having my coffee with you. And this is, actually, it's my sister's mug. And just in case you need a reminder, it's all about the journey. It's about the journey of finding, rediscovering yourself and rediscovering your purpose. You know your purpose. Each of us knows our purpose. We chose to be here. We chose this life to be here. We just need to rediscover it. We need to unlearn anything and everything we did not consciously seek learning. Anything and everything we did not consciously teach ourselves. And so what's right with Africa is her children waking up, shedding anything that isn't ours, reaching out from everywhere they are, from wherever they are, with whatever we have in our hands. We are reaching out to one another and we are saying, sister, brother, let's come together. Let's make this work. Let me stop you from having sleepless nights. Let me carry a little bit of your pain. Let me share with you some of my joy. Let's put aside the sense of unhealthy competition. And Lou here comes in with the perfect comment. Yes. Let us breathe life and embrace the spirit of Ubuntu. Let's really come together and realize that as long as one of us is suffering, all of us are suffering. As long as one of us is shackled, and I mean anyway, I mean physically shackled, I mean mentally shackled, I mean spiritually shackled, I mean professionally shackled, I mean every kind of shackle, this systematic structure that has been designed to keep us apart, has conditioned us into believing that we are shackled or we are lacking in any way. What's right with Africa is that we have enough people who will work tirelessly in a labor of love to remind and ring the alarm that we are free in our spirit. And despite a bracket of our community still suffering from a self-inflicted state of mental slavery, that enough of us are waking up to wake each other up. So if you're waking up and you have something to say, click on that link and join me and tell me what you think is right with Africa. Maggie, I'm calling on you. AB, I'm talking to you. I know you're starting and you're preparing for the course. Salam Haroon, I'm talking to you. Caris or Charis from New York. Good morning, good morning. I want to say it's Caris. I may be wrong. Click on the link and correct me. Come through. Maggie, Aya, you're working, you can't come through. But you're here in spirit. What else is right with Africa? Our abundant creativity, our wave of enough that is taking over our youth, that is overflowing any shore of lacking, that whether the system or our misleaders on the continent have desperately and deliberately tried to make us believe that is there. The subject is what's right with Africa. We keep hearing about the wars. We keep hearing about the genocide. We keep hearing about the droughts, about the flooding. We keep hearing about the lacking. We keep hearing about our youth jumping on broken boats to leave our continent, to look for better opportunities. And still we see the audacity of some so-called leaders getting on a stage saying Africa has everything the world needs. How can it have everything the world needs when our youth would rather risk their lives drowning in the bottom of oceans willingly just to leave because they don't have what it needs in our land? It is these kinds of stories that keep getting repeated again and again and again in the media. So we start believing, we start getting conditioned into believing that we are lacking as a people. We are not. We need to remind ourselves what's right with our people. So every day this week, we are going to spend an open discussion where our sisters, our brothers, our family from the continent, from the diaspora, from every single city in the world who can join us to come through and tell us, this is what's right with our people. I tell you something. I am Nubian from Sudan. Sudan is right now being swallowed by flooding. Politically, it's in all kinds of shambles. Economically, it's what put disastrous in the dictionary, if you ask me. But our people continue to rise. Our people continue to find ways to float, to ride whatever wave. Our people continue to help one another. Our people continue to smile. Our people continue to laugh. Because they know whatever challenges are only temporary. Ana Morales says, we are very proud of our African roots in Puerto Rico, and we are learning now the true story of the enslaved African people that were brought to the island. Our schools tell us the PG version and do not tell us the truth. That is the truth. And this is what's right with Africa, is that we are recognizing that we have been conditioned and that our people have been conditioned, deliberately conditioned into a distorted version, into believing a distorted version of our history. And it is because we don't know the history. And it is because, like what Jose is saying, it depends what media you watch. Well, guess what? Our medias, Black-owned medias, they don't get the same kind of attention. And I am with you. It absolutely depends on the media we watch, because representation matters, because who tells our narrative matters. This is why the 3 pillars of this reunion is research, rediscover, reclaim. And it's always about reclaiming our truth to step into our power. And there's more of us that are recognizing this. In fact, we have 2 sessions specifically dedicated to that this week. Again, if you haven't seen the schedule, please go to our website and see some snapshots. Now, the schedule is fluid, and we're going to talk about this later at the opening ceremony, when the Tata, the auntie of Africa Week 2020, Alexandra Loves, joins us. We're in 2 different time zones, just like we're in all kinds of different time zones here in this family. But we will be having an opening ceremony, and we'll be talking a bit more about the themes and the things we're going to be discussing here this week. So join us then. But media literacy, knowing what you're hearing, knowing what you're seeing, and knowing the motive behind what you're seeing. Because we have Black-owned media as well, who will flip-flop on what they present, who will serve an agenda in what and how they present. You have Black-owned media who will say they are for the struggle, that they are a platform for our global Black Lives Movement. But you will see them share narratives, share news, and celebrate so-called African leaders. We are in no position to celebrate any living African leader. We don't have any. We don't. We have national leaders, yes. Rwanda has a fantastic president for Rwandans, for what he's doing for Rwanda and Rwandans, sure. Can he be called an African leader? Is he doing what he's doing for Rwandans, for the rest of Africans, for the rest of people of African ancestry? If the answer is no, he cannot be called an African leader. He should not be called, he must not be called an African leader. An African leader is someone who works for all people of African ancestry. All. That is the spirit of Ubuntu. And if that is not central to how we lead, if that is not central to how we move, if that is not a cornerstone to how we come together, what is the point? We have Chris Rodriguez saying, much love and many blessings to you, watching this from my public school classroom. It is a battle to stay anchored in true knowledge of self and history while situated in one of the weapons of the colonial machine, education system. Brother, hey, you and I need to talk. I started writing a book. I had to put it on pause because at the time the government of Sudan was moving forward with a project for 3 dams to build in northern Sudan, in Nubia, in Nubian territory. And it was threatening to submerge, to displace, first of all, anywhere from 70 to 90,000 people, to submerge, well, depending on how you, or what you call a village, anywhere from 70 to 90 villages. And over 500 archaeological sites that we know of. So I had to pause my book, but I'm ready to go back to writing that book. I could use a co-author, Chris, come through. It is called F for Education, how the global education system is failing our youth and continues to fail our youth. Come through. And you are an example of what's right with Africa, because you know this system, you know that it is a weapon, and you are there. You are there, you are staying grounded in your truth, you are shining light on what you know to be true, and you are inspiring our future generations. Come through. You are what's right with Africa. And again, by Africa, I don't just mean the continent, because Africa was never just about the continent. It was never just about the geographical space, the piece of land, the massive piece of land that is Africa. It was never just about that. We wouldn't be where we are right now if it was just about Africa. Africa's never about Africa, because it's Mama Africa, and mamas, we all know, care about everyone, cater to everyone, find out and connect and keep tabs and check everyone. That's mothers. That's our Mama Africa. So when I say what's right with Africa, I don't just mean the continent. I mean Africa and her children everywhere. So thank you, Chris, for being another example, an affirmation of what is right with Africa. Thank you to everyone who is tuning in. And I hope you will keep coming through. Throughout this week, we have a 24/7 reunion. That is 7 days of 24 hours live streaming, continuous live streaming. We may not be engaging like this for the entire duration. We will be playing some films, we will be playing some documentaries, some radio shows from way back in time to remind ourselves that it's the same thing. That's another thing that's right with Africa. We're realizing that this time we can't be tricked, because this time we've heard it all before. We've heard it all before in our lifetime. Like, this isn't something our grandparents have told us that they've experienced. No, this is something our grandparents have told us they've experienced, our great-grandparents have told them they've experienced, our parents have told us they've experienced, and we have experienced in our lifetime right now. So right now, we cannot be tricked. Oh, we have Jose coming through. But it's the same thing. Blessings. I'll ask you to mute. Another thing that's right with Africa. I've muted you just until you mute the feed playing in the background, and once that's done, if you just write to me in the chat that you're good, was solid, and I will unmute. Chris, you said you helped me start my morning grounded in who I am, who we are, why I'm here. You are most welcome. Thank you for tuning in and coming through. Jose, I see you've muted. You've put that out, so now I can hear you clearly with no echo. How are you?
I'm okay.
Just okay?
Just okay.
Okay. Tell me.
What is good with Africa? We are practically the only one with a working force in the future. Everybody else is going to have is already dealing or is going to have to deal with aging problems. So actually, we are practically the only one with the future for this entire planet. And somebody also already said it: infinite creativity. I have used the slogan, "Building skyscrapers with a stick and a stone." And maybe that's our problem, our creative intelligence. We when we have a car to fix, we pick up a stone and a stick and we fix it. So I had this slogan, doing voluntary work and actually showing our youths that you can build an empire with a stick and a stone. You know, rap is popular, video clips. So it was in that area that I did it. And what I tried to show was that with the home cam of your parents and the PC of your mama, you can make a video studio or an audio studio at home. So that was my building skyscrapers with a stick and a stone. And then I went to Africa, and it was, yeah, I actually hid my slogan because people were actually building skyscrapers with a stick and a stone. So yeah, that's what's good with us. But if you find a resolution with a stick and a stone, you're in danger of believing that's what you are. And imagine people building skyscrapers with a stick and a stone with the right machines, with the right tools.
Yeah.
We would be invincible.
We are invincible. It's just a matter of reminding ourselves, don't you think? Wait, JP, were you in Raiz's call? Is it?
Yes.
I've heard.
Yes.
Amazing. Please tell the family tuning in where you are calling us from, and when you say Africa, tell us where.
I reside in the Netherlands, but I'm with one foot in South Senegal.
Amazing. You are what's right with Africa. I am so blessed. I was listening to this brother, to this oasis of wisdom as he sat there in a podcast.
Yes.
Cultiva.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. That's amazing. And
I love how you describe it, an oasis of yeah.
It's
you see we are too intelligent for ourselves sometimes.
it can be a challenge. It can be a challenge, but coming from you, this is such a huge blessing. Please give us some more wisdom. Give, like, people like Chris right now, who is starting his morning in this public school. What do you tell him as he takes his day, as he starts his day with his students?
Keep encouraging. Keep it positive. You know, there's one thing. We haven't a tendency to complain about our leaders. But what if we fake it till we make it? You know, what if we told our growing crops, our children, what if we told them that everything about them is great? They will grow up believing that everything about them is great, and not with those gray clouds of leaders. And you probably understand what I mean.
Oh, I understand what you mean. I would disagree with how it was framed, with how it's put out, because we wouldn't be faking it till we make it if we tell our young crops that everything about them is great. That is the ultimate truth. That is the purest form of truth. Because everything about us as a people of African ancestry is great. We are everything individually. And this is something that I have recognized, I have reckoned with, I have embraced. It has overwhelmed me. It has floored me and left me in awe. From the inaugural Africa Week 2020, we started this when I first started to put the plan for Africa Week 2020. It was really only because I was sad I couldn't go home and be with the kids in my village who I had promised to plan a festival with for Nubia Day. So to deal with this sadness, I said, okay, I'm going to do an event, a virtual event, to connect with them. And then I realized, if I can connect with my family in Nubia, in Sudan, why can't I do it with the extended family across Africa? And then I realized, why am I limiting it to the continent? Africa is not just about Africa, it's about Africa and her children. And this is how Africa Week came together. And all of 2019, I had been saying, we are everything. And it wasn't until I started planning Africa Week 2020 back in May that I realized individually we are everything. I am everything. You, JB, are everything. Mazen Ilyas, who just said Happy Africa Week, and I love that this is becoming an actual thing. I got so many messages this morning saying Happy Africa Week, and I love that this is something we celebrate like that. Thank you. Chris is everything. Mazen is everything. Everyone tuning in, and the abundance that we will see coming through to Africa Week, this reunion, are individually everything. Now, can you imagine if all these everythings come together?
Oh man.
I'm not a man, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, mantras are strong, you know. Things that we repeat. Words have power, and we program ourselves and each other with words.
We really do.
So it's great. It's great to create such slogans, you know.
Which is why I'm saying we wouldn't be faking it. I do think we need to call out the misleaders that we have. We have to. We have to say we don't have leaders in the capacity that right now the system, this structured system of racism and deliberate oppression of our people is conditioning us to believe. We are the leaders because we are everything.
You know, at the moment that I clicked the link, you were onto something, and that's media. And I started typing that media is focused us in the diaspora. When we make media, it's in the narrative and focused on us in the diaspora. Right now, at this moment here in the Netherlands, a familiar person is attempting to start a black national channel.
Okay.
If he has 50,000 paying members, if anybody has 50,000 paying members, you get airtime on national TV, on public national TV, and I was like, you know, each and every one of our countries needs the level of communication and awareness that we are in the diaspora. We need that broadcast in each of our own country, and our own countries are spilled with TV5 Africa, BBC Africa, the Portuguese RTP Africa. The in Kenya you have the Dutch Ghetto Radio, and that says it all. These channels keep our people in a certain frequency, associating themselves with poverty, you know. And I'm actually, well, I don't know how to call it or how to frame it in words, but let me use the word disappointed. I'm disappointed that again we are putting all our efforts into a black channel in a European country. When yeah, let me be frank, when there's no future in Europe.
We are the future. We are. Look, you said mantras, right?
Yes.
Every morning, Every morning you get up, you look in the mirror, you tell yourself, we are Africa Rising. You don't even tell yourself, I am Africa Rising. You remind yourself that you are not alone. You remind yourself that you wake up and you already are surrounded by ancestors upon ancestors upon ancestors who are just blessing you to wake up and continue and unearth their legacy. They are joining forces. There's no coincidence that you are now tuning into this. There's no coincidence that you are the first person to join this conversation. And you know what? It wasn't until last night that I decided I'm going to have this session every morning.
Every morning?
Last night, I decided I'm going to have this session every single morning of Africa Week 2020, because we need to start our day with the mindset that we are Africa Rising. And I want to, because normally when we have the family hour for Africa Week 2020, it's later in the evening. So our sisters, our brothers, our family from the continent and from the diaspora who are on different time zones, it's not suitable for them to join. I wanted a time where anyone can join, everyone can come through and say, just tell me one thing that is right with Africa and leave. You don't even have to stay for the entire conversation, because this video will stay and people will come through and listen. And you're onto something very important when you say that all the work that we are doing, all the effort that we are doing to reclaim our narrative, to have a channel, to have a strong enough channel for the news, to share our news, we are still reliant on other platforms to acknowledge them.
Yes, acknowledge is the word. We are seeking for acknowledgement with the wrong people.
We should not be seeking for acknowledgement, full stop. If we are truly waking up, saying we are Africa Rising, and holding ourselves accountable. The thing is, we don't hold ourselves accountable enough. We shy away from holding our friends, our family accountable, because we say, oh, but they're going through things. Oh, but it's a difficult time. And it's true. We all have things to deal with.
Oh, you are touching
bigger
than you are touching some essential things. Accountability. Oh my God.
It's at the heart of it all. It's at the heart of it all. That's why I say, why are we still waiting? Why are we still waiting for someone to tell us it's okay to be great when we already know we are great?
Yeah, we can help it. We can't even help it.
This is what I mean. We have been conditioned into thinking that we are lacking. And we have to be, you know, in the inaugural Africa Week 2020, the sister Lydia Nylander, who tuned into one of the sessions, which escapes me right now, said something that was so powerful that it's on a post-it and it's gonna be one of the quotes. So throughout the week, we pick up some of the quotes that really resonate with us and we have them. And the goal ultimately is to then have them on t-shirts to celebrate the family members who come through and leave something, a mantra that inspires us. What Lydia said that week on that panel is that we have to be our own enough.
That sounds great. Where do you reside?
Right now I'm in Maryland, though last year I have packed my bags, turned in my keys and moved to the continent. I have returned to my village in Nubia, and I fully intend on revitalizing our endangered heritage and making that village sustainable. Because
so you're home?
No, right now I'm in Maryland.
United States?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Okay. But I carry home with me, so that's as close to home as I am. And my second home is right now Africa Week 2020, this platform. So please, whoever, if this figure who is looking to establish this this channel, please.
I was asking because I press t-shirts.
Do you?
Well, I have the machines to do it. Okay,
we need partners in everywhere, because the people who tune into Africa, so our inaugural week, really, Alexandra and I were floored. In fact, and our partners as well. We didn't expect, I mean, we knew we would have we would bring people together. We knew it would be a great reunion. We did say, we put the intention and we put it out to the universe that it would be the biggest, largest, longest family reunion the internet had seen. We did not imagine that we would have over 44,000 people come through.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I can't wait to see how many people will come through here. But what I'm saying is, if you are pressing t-shirts and you are in Europe, you are able to be the person who makes them and ships them out in Europe. And then we need a partner. If you're listening and you make t-shirts, we need partners everywhere. If they are to be made for delivery, we have here, and we are looking for them to be Black owned, because whether this seems to be comfortable for people or not, people need to start being comfortable with the concept that it is time for us to close ranks.
Yes, sir. And be accountable to keep the ranks closed, to stay connected, to keep it going, to run the machine.
Yes, yes, yes. Maggie is saying the African culture and pride. Puerto Riqueña, very proud of my African roots. Maggie, please come through. We are proud of you. We love you. We are grateful that you are tuning in. Click on the link. You are welcome to join. You don't have to put the camera on. Let us hear your voice. We know you're here. Come through.
Yes, people, come through, because I'm giving space. I'm going out.
No, you don't need to. This space can take up to 10 people. Bring your coffee, bring your tea, bring whatever you're drinking to start your day, or take a if you're on the continent, it's now afternoon, so if you're having your tea or getting ready for your siesta, come through first, say hello, tell us what's right with Africa, and then continue on with your day. Viola saying, great conversation. I'm here for it. Thanks, Viola. Viola,
okay, but I'm out anyway. I'm sorry. I tuned
Thank
in.
you for joining. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. Please keep coming through. Check the schedule. We have the schedule on. It's a bit fluid, but we have so many important topics to discuss, and media literacy is being discussed at least twice. So I hope you will tune in for that conversation. Thank you so much.
And I'll connect you regarding the shirts.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay, till later.
Later.
And thank you for what you're doing.
It is my duty and my honor and privilege to bring us together. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, have a great day. Maggie says, we dance bomba, which comes from our African ancestors. Maggie, if you missed our session, our event in August, we had the bomba queen, Evalise, coming through, and we ended that day. It was her birthday. We ended that day. She was hosting a virtual bomba women karaoke fiesta that just sent vibes and fantastic energies from everywhere. These women were tuning in to every single member of our Africa Week 2020 family. So yes, I feel you. Please tune in, see that panel, and she will be coming back this week. So check the schedule, see when Evalise is having her session, and please tune in. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad that you're tuning in with us. And then we have Lou, the undying love of my roots, culture, and people. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. JB was talking about media and the diaspora, and the media focusing on the diaspora. And this is a personal experience with what was happening in Sudan throughout the last year, at the heart of our revolution and the sparking of our revolution, because despite what the media will have you believe, our revolution continues, because no revolution stops. Like this revolution of consciousness, it does not stop. We had to be our own media. We had to be our own narrative, because you had all these people sitting outside an army headquarters, and we were begging for media to pay attention. And then we gave up. Not gave up. We washed our hands from waiting. We stopped waiting to be acknowledged, to be recognized. We took out to the streets. Almost every Sudani I know in the diaspora wore a blue t-shirt saying Blue for Sudan, held a sign saying ask me about Sudan, and stood at every corner they could. Even if they just left their house and stood outside their building with a sign that said ask me about Sudan. That is what's right with Africa, is that we're working with what we have. Like JB was saying, sticks and stones. We're building skyscrapers with sticks and stones, but we're not just building skyscrapers. We are reclaiming empires. We are revitalizing civilizations. We are unearthing heritage that has been buried deliberately so that we may not remember who we are, but we're here for it. And we're digging and we're saying, we are done being buried. We are done being told who we can and cannot be. In my opinion, this is one of the greatest things that is right with Africa. Inspiring allies across the world to step up and say, I stand with the truth. I stand with the global Black Lives Movement. To understand that our struggle is one, whether we're in Puerto Rico or Senegal or Brazil or Baltimore or Texas or Chile or Iran or Iraq or Malaysia or anywhere in the world that people of African ancestry are. Our struggle is really, truly, genuinely one. And you see that happening. You see the curiosity. You see people wanting to learn what is happening to the rest of our family. You see people acknowledging that our people back home might not be able to speak, but we can, and we will, and we are. And this is why we are Africa Rising. This is why we continue doing what we do. Ivelisse! Yes, listen, I was just talking about you. There's a sister saying we dance bomba, and I told them the bomba queen herself has joined the family of Africa Week 2020. The bomba queen herself. There she is, there she is, there she is. Ivelisse, I'm putting the link. If you can, just show these people your faces. Tell them about your upcoming session. Here. This link is for everyone. We have another 10 minutes that we will be here for this conversation. Come through and tell us what you think is right with Africa. Look at this queen. Look at this queen with her fire. She is another thing. Another very, very, very powerful thing. And I'm saying thing because I don't know what else to say. She is what's right with Africa. She is another fantastic example of what's right with Africa. And her energy is contagious. It's crazy. And her voice is inspirational. If it doesn't wake your soul up, honest to God, I don't know what will. Here, I'm trying to find the sister who was saying, Maggie, I hope you are reading Ivelisse's comments. She's here, she's saying, she's coming with her sisters on the 27th of September, which is our last day of Africa Week 2020. She's coming through at 8:45 Central Time. And they will be discussing women, revolution, and bomba. If that's not what's right with Africa, if this isn't proof that we are Africa Rising and our women are at the heart of it, I don't know what is. We love you, we love you, we love you. We are blessed that you are a part of our family. We are blessed that you are here and joining us, and we are absolutely one. Yes, sis, thank you. Keep shining, keep rising, keep spreading your light and your love and your contagious smile and laughter. We love you. We can't wait for your panel. We hope you will be joining us throughout. This is about to be a crazy roller coaster. Maybe have your iPad or something in the background, because this thing won't stop. We'll keep going. We keep going. You know how it is. You joined you joined our, well, that was a 1-day thing. It's going to be that for 7 days. Let's rise. Yes, I love you. Thank you. Family, tell us again where you're, I'm seeing the numbers climb again. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Tell us how to say good morning or peace or blessings in your language. And tell us where you're sending love to today. And if you're free, join us tomorrow. We will be here. I will be here. Again, I will be doing this every morning for at least an hour to start our days, at least from the East Coast side, saying what's right with Africa, reminding ourselves on the positive news. So if you know anything positive, inspirational that you want to share with our people to let them know that we keep rising, come through. This is going to be an open platform every morning for at least an hour. I will be dropping the links. I will be inviting you over. We will be talking about everything that's right, from our people coming together, our people saying enough, to the innovation from tech to agriculture to art to fashion to music to science, you name it. The coffee's still not fully kicking in, but you get the idea. We really, truly are everything. And this week is all about celebrating that. This week is all about claiming that. It's all about promising and taking a vow that at least once a day, you will tell yourself and you will tell someone else that we are Africa Rising. You will embody what it is for you to be Africa Rising, because it's different for all of us. It's different for each of us. What this rising looks like, it doesn't have to be the same. It just needs to be there. It needs to be consistent. We need to know that there's no being stagnant. There's no staying in our place. There's no being shackled anymore. We have unshackled ourselves. There is a global revolution of consciousness that is really taking our people of African ancestry by the storm. And we're here for it. We're here for all of it. This week, you will see just a glimpse because again, it's Alexandra and I. And as much as we hoped we will have more people join our team, we'll be talking about how we really could use more volunteers so that this can be more of a discussion. And even the streaming of the videos and the debates that happen, that there can be a discussion to follow them. But we don't have the capacity to do that, just the two of us. We need more. We need more of you. So if you believe in what we're doing, if you believe we need more of this, please, please reach out. I will write our email here. Contact us at Africa Week 2020 @gmail.com. There it is. Please contact us. Reach out to us. We are live streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Take a moment and share this with others. As we close this, we have a comment here from Salam Haroum. I simply want to say that you need true leaders and thinkers to create great channel to talk about Africa. Yes, Yes, we do, and we are doing it. This platform is for each and every one of us. If you have something to share, if you have something you want to discuss, if you have something you want to highlight, it does not matter what language you do it in. As people of African ancestry, English is not our language. I am Nubian. My language is Nubian, is Nubian. I cannot speak it at the moment because I was, for many reasons, assimilated into a culture that is not mine. Not entirely mine, at least. But English is not our language. So if you don't speak English, that's not a problem. Come through with whatever program in whatever language you want to have it. We are open to that. We will yield our platform. If you have a message that will get us, that will uplift our people, that will remind our people of who we are, that will tell our people that it's okay to not be okay, and it's absolutely okay to not do this alone, to remember that we are not alone, to remember that we are here for you, we are a family, and we are here for you. I hope Africa Week 2020 instills that belief in you, in that you always, always, always have a family to call on, people you don't even know. You just need to let us know what you're looking for. You just need to let us know what you need, and we will put it out and watch us come together for you. This is a promise. And if you don't know me, which most of you, let's be honest, don't know me, because I'm mostly behind the scenes in this madness, in this circus that is Africa Week 2020. But allow me to tell you that my word is my honor, it's my promise to you. So if I am promising you of something, know and be 1,000% sure that I will not rest until it is done. So if you have something that we can help you with, if you have an idea that you're trying to bring to fruition, if you need to connect with anyone for whatever reason, reach out to us. Here is our email once again. Send us a message on Facebook, send us a message on Instagram, on Twitter. We're on these platforms, or on that email, and let us know how we can help. Give us time to respond, because this week will be absolute madness. But if we don't respond to you after this week, call on to us, call us out. This is about accountability. On that note, I thank you for joining. I am very grateful for your input, for your engagement, and I hope you have a very blessed day. Wherever you are in the world, take our love with you. Know that we are family and we are here for you. Thank you. Peace.